Tonight at 9, new coronavirus restrictions are coming to Indiana. What you should expect here in Delaware County.
Plus, the transition of power from President Trump to President-elect Joe Biden, what the administrations are facing.
Much cooler temperatures outside today. How long is the cold going to continue, and when's our next rain chance on the way? All the details in my forecast.
From the heart of Ball State University, live from the Unified Media Newsroom, NewsLink Indiana starts right now.
New coronavirus restrictions will be put in place in most counties across Indiana, marking the end of Stage 5 this weekend. Good evening, I'm Alex Almanza.
Thank you for being with us, and I'm Annie Keister. This announcement comes as Indiana is breaking records. NewsLink Indiana's Tyler Brumma is in the studio with us tonight. Tyler, what does this mean for Delaware County?
Well, Annie and Alex, if we take a look at this map right here, you can see a lot of orange and red. And if you look right here at Delaware County, the county is in the orange. And right now, this really means that there will be several new limits that are going to be put into place this weekend when it comes to the size of gatherings. Counties in the red will have even tighter restrictions. It's a move the governor says he didn't want to do, but he says he had really no option.
Beginning this weekend, there will be no more Stage 5.
State officials showing disappointment Wednesday afternoon, announcing new restrictions across most of the state.
We're taking these steps again to try to reduce the number of people who contract the virus, to quarantine those who are close contacts and isolate those who test positive.
Starting Sunday, gatherings will be restricted. Areas in orange, including Delaware County, will be limited to groups of no more than 50 people without approval from the county health department. K-12 activities at schools, including sporting events, will be limited to 25% capacity, and social distancing must occur. In red counties, gatherings of more than 25 people will need approval from health departments. Curbside and drive-through pickup at restaurants is preferred. Activities at senior living facilities suspended.
Based on information we're hearing on national calls, we expect the surge that we are currently experiencing to continue for a number of weeks.
Indiana reporting more than 5,100 cases Wednesday, a new record. The 7-day positivity rate above 10%. Holcomb asked if moving into Stage 5 was a mistake.
The Stage 5 was being lost on people, or it was being misinterpreted, or that we had a Stage 5 over here and we had these color-coded maps. This is why we introduced the maps weeks ago.
And as we continue to see numbers not seen before in Indiana, state leaders want Hoosiers to follow the rules to defeat COVID-19.
We must do all we can to protect our hospital capacity, not only for those who have the COVID, but for the cancer patient and the heart patient and the other Hoosier patients who need care in our hospitals all across the state of Indiana.
No, the governor said these restrictions will continue for at least 1 month. State officials say they could be extended depending on if cases decline. Dr. Bach said during the briefing more guidance will be given next week on how people should handle the holiday season. Of course, with coronavirus, it really could vary on how people should exactly, communicate with loved ones and whatnot during the holiday season.
And Tyler, Indiana leaders gave a little more guidance on how the state is going to distribute that vaccine. What's the latest?
Yeah, so we've heard a lot about the vaccine. State officials are saying that the vaccine will be coming soon. Right now, we're being told that 5 hospitals will serve as pilot locations for the vaccine. So, of course, a lot happening with this, and we'll continue to keep you updated. The first doses, by the way, will go to those most at risk, especially those that are working in healthcare settings.
All right, Tyler, thank you very much. And now, the latest on coronavirus here on campus. No new positive COVID-19 cases have been reported through Ball State's partnership with IU Health. However, 4 students and 1 employee tested positive and reported through other sources. There is a total of 74 active cases on campus since the launch of the dashboard. There's been 1,218 cases and an estimated 1,144 recoveries.
And COVID-19 is known to put older people at risk, which is why it's amazing that a 77-year-old veteran in Michigan has fought off the disease not once, but twice. John King walks out of the VA hospital in Ann Arbor with a triumphant smile. He's beaten COVID-19 now for the 2nd time. The U.S. Army veteran spent 3 months in the hospital, and he was in the ICU for a month. King is still on an oxygen tank and has a long road to a full recovery, but has a message for other veterans who may be sick.
Any other veteran or anybody that gets this, you guys stay positive, you guys fight.
And speaking of veterans, today is Veterans Day, and President Trump appeared publicly for the first time in 6 days to pay his respects. The president visited Arlington National Cemetery to commemorate Veterans Day along with First Lady Melania and Vice President Mike Pence. President Trump participated in a wreath laying at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. His last public appearance was before most news outlets projected that he would lose his re-election bid. Since then, Trump has fired the Secretary of Defense and focused on efforts to delegitimize the election results through lawsuits and recounts. Defense Secretary Mark Esper's termination has led to speculation that other top administration officials could also be fired.
And while President Trump was in Arlington today, President-elect Joe Biden is visiting the Korean War Memorial at Penn's Landing in Philadelphia to pay his respects on this Veterans Day. And while the president and president-elect were both paying their respects to veterans today, the transition to a new administration is bringing a lot of questions. The president still has yet to concede, and while Republicans continue to back him, Biden says he believes they will eventually acknowledge that he has won. Camila Bernal has the latest on the transition.
President-elect Joe Biden moving forward.
We are already beginning the transition. We're well underway.
And as the Supreme Court weighs in on the Affordable Care Act, Biden says Americans are now united when it comes to health care.
For many Americans, they are a matter of life and death in a literal sense.
But President Trump not conceding the election, and Secretary of State Mike Pompeo also refusing to accept Biden's victory.
There will be a smooth transition to a second Trump administration. All right, we're ready. The world is watching what's taking place here. We're going to count all the votes.
So far, there's no evidence of widespread voter fraud, yet Republicans appear to continue to back the president in not yet conceding, including Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell.
At some point here, we'll find out, finally, who was certified in each of these states, and the Electoral College will determine the winner.
But Biden continuing with the transition. He says he doesn't think legal action will be needed and believes Republicans will eventually accept the results of the election.
I'm confident that the fact that they're not willing to acknowledge we won at this point is not of much consequence in our planning and what we're able to do between now and January 20th.
In Washington, I'm Camila Bernal.
And more on Biden tonight. The Associated Press is reporting Biden has chosen a longtime advisor, Indianapolis native Ron Klain, to serve as chief of staff in his administration. Klain confirmed the news today in a tweet. He first worked for Biden in 1989.
And Ida strengthened to a Category 1 hurricane over the Gulf of Mexico this morning. Maximum sustained winds are now 75 miles per hour. Some further strengthening is possible, according to the National Hurricane Center. Hurricane watches are in effect from Anna Maria Island to Yankeetown, Florida. The storm makes landfall late Thursday or early Friday along Florida's Gulf Coast. This will also be the storm's fourth landfall. Ida first made landfall in Central America last week as a Category 4 hurricane, then in Cuba and in the Florida Keys late Sunday. And it's going to look like a much different story back here at home, but going to be an end to like the shorts weather.
It is certainly not wet here, but it is cold, and we've seen those fall temperatures come and go. Nathan, are they here to stay this time?
Yeah, certainly a lot different story here as you headed outside today compared to all the 70s and 80s we experienced here over the past couple of days. Check out these temperatures right now. 36 here in Muncie, 34 in Lafayette, and 37 in the Circle City down there in Indianapolis. Check out the 24-hour temperature change here from today compared to this time yesterday. 33 degrees colder here in Muncie, 29 degrees colder in Indianapolis, and 35 degrees colder in Kokomo. Shows just how much chillier it is here this evening. Have that winter coat out there if you're heading outside this evening. All the unsettled weather has moved to the east, and we're nice and dry here across our section of the Midwest here. So coming up, we're tracking these colder temperatures here to continue throughout the rest of this week, but a brief warm-up this weekend and some sunshine on the way to end the week as well. But by the time we get to the weekend, rain chances return to the forecast. I'm going to time out all those details coming up in my full forecast. Back over to you.
Thank you. And there was a new addition to a Muncie firehouse last weekend to help keep babies safe. What Baby Box 50 means to the founder.
Plus, one museum in Missouri allowed veterans to celebrate the day with a daring activity. We'll tell you more. Stay with us.
Riding the bus is an easy thing to do. Last year, we carried 60,000 riders from the Ball State area. 50,000 of those were students. Anywhere you want to go, MITS will take you there.
So, I just moved in with this family, and it's embarrassing. The little one, he likes to go outside and crawl around in the giant litter box. I don't know what he's doing. I mean, I was born and I knew how to use the litter box. Look at that! That's disgusting! Oh, poop already! You're making me nervous. Oh, okay, I can't look at this anymore. I really hope he grows out of this, for his sake.
Welcome back. The Safe Haven law has been around for 20 years now, but recently Muncie got a new addition to a fire station to observe that law. NewsLink Indiana's Tara Konieczny spoke with the founder of Baby Box number 50 in the nation right here in Delaware County about what the boxes mean to her.
In the year 2000, Indiana joined 45 other states in passing the Safe Haven law, allowing a person to anonymously give up their unwanted infant that is 30 days or younger without fear of arrest or prosecution. Monica Kelsey launched Safe Haven baby boxes in 2016 to help with anonymity that many people want with this law.
Basically taking the anonymity part and allowing her to be anonymous, but still keeping the law the way it was 20 years ago. Prior to 2016, we were finding 2 to 3 dead babies in our state every year.
But after it was launched,
and we haven't had a dead baby in our state since. In Indiana, we're seeing great success here.
The boxes are only installed at fire stations and hospitals. She takes us through how they work when a child is placed inside.
As soon as mom opens the outside door of the baby box, she places her child inside the box. There's a series of alarms that go off. They're silent alarms. Mom does not hear these alarms.
The box then locks from the outside and calls 911, so the child can only be received from inside the fire station. After that child is received by someone,
and so then baby is transported to the closest medical facility for medical evaluation by a physician, and then the child is immediately placed in the care of the Department of Child Services. And so these babies are with their forever families within 30 to 45 days.
I'm super excited to be here in Muncie. This is kind of a historic day for us.
Monica was in Muncie this past weekend for a special blessing of her newest box.
50 boxes. Muncie was the 50th box in the country. These moms love these babies. It's not that they just, don't care about the child. I mean, they absolutely care about this child. They're just in a crisis that you and I will just never understand.
In Muncie, Tara Konieczny, NewsLink, Indiana.
And any moms considering safely surrendering their baby should call the Safe Haven baby boxes on their hotline at 1-800-99-BABY-1.
And TikTok is petitioning the federal court to stop President Trump's executive order just days before the deadline. Trump says TikTok poses a national security concern, and he's demanding its ban. If it doesn't find new owners by November 12th, its parent company is ByteDance. TikTok says Trump's order violates its due process rights. The short-term video app has more than 100 million users in the United States. And bringing it back to Veterans Day, Kansas City, Missouri's National World War I Museum celebrated Veterans Day today with a very special legacy jump. It featured an all-veteran parachute team with a veteran from each war, starting from World War II through the Afghanistan and Iraq wars. They landed on the iconic Lawn of the Liberty Memorial. The oldest veteran on the jump team was 96-year-old World War II vet Peter Bielski's. Former Navy SEAL and Purple Heart recipient Ryan Birdman Parrott led the team. The museum is also offering free admission to veterans and active duty military this week.
The FDA approved a mobile app that can help people with nightmares. The Nightwear system is a form of treatment for PTSD patients. Nightwear is only available on Apple Watches. It will allow doctors to monitor patients who suffer from traumatic nightmares. The app also vibrates when it perceives a person to be having a nightmare so that it can gently wake that person up. Nightwear can only be downloaded with a prescription. So Alex, earlier in this week we were asking for those fall temperatures. I think we found them.
Yeah, in some way. Nathan, how's it looking out there? I know it's getting colder.
Yeah, the fall temperatures are here. It was a cool and sunny Veterans Day outside today, and those cool temperatures continue at this hour. Coming up, I'm going to be tracking these temperatures and the sunshine here to end the work week. All the details coming up after the break.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Or maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all. If I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want to be.
Hey, Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
One in 3 adults has pre-diabetes. That means it could be you, your favorite brother, your other brother, you, your football buddy, your football buddy, you, your plumber,
Breathe right into your foot.
your plumber's masseuse,
Yes.
you, your dog walker, your cat jogger. With early diagnosis, pre-diabetes can be reversed. Take the risk test at doihaveprediabetes.org.
Welcome back. It is 9:18, and taking a live look over campus right there, I think we're all looking forward to summer. What do you think, Nathan?
Well, we've had some summer-like conditions here this week, but fall temperatures are back here today, even feeling a little bit like winter outside this evening. 36 here in Muncie, 31 up in Kokomo, below freezing there, 37 in Indianapolis. And check out these 24-hour temperature changes from this time yesterday. Over 30 degrees colder than this time yesterday. Unbelievable change here. Just incredible to see with how warm it's been here over the past couple of days. So our streak of 70s and 80s here in November has come to an end. We were there for 5 days, just shy of the record for November set back in 2008. These temperatures stay in the 30s here throughout the evening and into the overnight hours, dropping into the mid-30s by the middle of the overnight. And we're going to see colder temperatures by the time you wake up tomorrow morning as well. Radar is nice and clear. That's thanks to high pressure starting to settle into our area. All that unsettled weather that moved through yesterday has moved out to the east. We're going to see this high pressure over Missouri start to track into our section of the country, keeping us nice and dry here to end this week. Now, a completely different story this year compared to this time last year. While the radar is clear right now, we saw snow falling on the ground at this time last year. Remember this, November 11th through 12th, 2019, we saw 3.5 inches of snow here over Ball State, and we saw amounts here over 3 to 4 inches plus across the area. So unbelievable to see, especially considering how warm it was here this week with those 70s and 80s. Tonight we see low temperatures drop around 29 degrees, clear skies, areas of frost expected tonight. North wind around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Throughout today, tomorrow, just a gorgeous day. Still have that jacket with you, though, with these temperatures warming back up into the 50s, 32 by 9 a.m. By noon, 47. High temperatures topping out in the low to mid 50s tomorrow, just right around where we should be for this time of the year. Now, by the time we head into tomorrow night, we're going to see some clouds start to increase as a weak cold front starts to move through. Partly cloudy skies, can't rule out a stray shower late at night, a low of 34 expected there. Let's time out this shower chance here on Precision Cast. Beautiful day here tomorrow, no chance of rain throughout the middle of the day. By the evening hours, though, we see clouds start to increase, and here comes that cold front, bringing with it that stray shower chance in the middle of the overnight hours tomorrow night. By the time you wake up here on Friday, though, those clouds get out of here, not expecting any impacts to your morning commute at all on Friday. Changes, though, into the weekend here as rain chances return to the forecast. Check this out. Rain showers on Saturday, a high of 50. Yes, you're seeing that right. Rain and snow mix is possible as these showers start to move up from the south in the early morning hours on Saturday. Too early to say if that's really going to materialize, but we're going to track that here closely as we head into this weekend. But if you have weekend plans, your pick of the weekend is going to be on Sunday as these rain showers come to an end early and temperatures warm up throughout the day, high of 59 there. So get those plans pushed off until the day on Sunday. In the mid-7-day forecast here, dry here to end this week. Temperatures warming into the weekend by Sunday. 59 degrees with those rain chances over the weekend. Cold front sweeps through once again and dropping those temperatures early next week. 45 on Monday, 49 Tuesday, and 51. Warming trend there throughout the middle of next week.
Certainly a big change, Nathan. Thank you so much. And Ball State basketball making strides on the recruiting trail today. We'll introduce you to Ball State's 2 new prospects.
And Cardinal football returning home tonight. We'll give you a live update of the game. Stay with us.
Hey, did you know 2.4 million loving cats and dogs in shelters and rescues need our help to find a home? Let's go to theshelterpetproject.org and meet a few who are in a shelter near you. Harlow, oh, she's one great listener and loves to hear all your stories. My kind of cat. Cerulo is a sweet, goofy boy who's eager to please. Sounds just like another dog I know. So go to theshelterpetproject.org, search your local shelters and rescues, and go for a cuddle with your next best friend. Adopt.
Problems. The ones nobody talks about at cocktail parties. We go looking for them. No matter the obstacles, no matter the odds, we surround a community's most critical problems, and we fight. United Way fights for the health, education, and financial stability of every person in every community. Will you?
It doesn't take a scientist to cure hunger or a fancy economist to create safe housing. It takes imagination, creativity, sweat equity. When I think of kids going to school hungry, hunger, homelessness, in this land of plenty, seriously? Come on, we could fix this. Help out, or don't. The choice is yours.
Weeknights, NewsLink Indiana brings you the news before you go to bed.
But Friday mornings, you're waking up with Cardinal weather. We've got the latest news headlines.
Freezing temperatures have set in all the way down in Louisiana.
One man dead after flooding in Venice, Italy.
Up-to-the-minute weather conditions.
Cold temperatures are the story this morning.
And of course, lots of fun.
It is not funny.
What on earth is happening there?
I feel sorry for the little guy.
I've got my socks on. Annie with her curly hair, which is actually never curly. Join us Friday mornings at 8 on Facebook Live.
Against Eastern Michigan. NewsLink Indiana's Blake Dogger is live at Schumann Stadium with an update. Blake?
Well, thanks, Nolan, and good evening. It is a chilly one, to say the least, out here in Schumann Stadium. 37 degrees, feels like 34. The elements definitely playing a factor in today's game. And as you can see my breath out here. And I don't know what I would do if I didn't have these handy-dandy hand warmers with me. And the student section, packed tonight, sold out. 500 students in attendance. Let's take a look at that. And also, the Ball State football team ready to go, running out of the tunnel onto the field, taking the field for what is going to be an exciting finish here. Let's take a look at some first half highlights. First off, Preston Hutchison of Eastern Michigan sneaking into the end zone on the 1-yard quarterback keeper. They strike first, but then Caleb Huntley answering right back. 7-yard score of his own with 6:05 to go in the first. Then the next possession for Ball State. Alvinoski LaFleur intercepting the pass from Drew Plitt, taking it almost all the way to pay dirt. Keyword almost, as they're stopped just short of the goal line there. And so they got stepped back a little bit with a block in the back penalty. But now Ball State trying to take control again. The Cardinal faithful behind me here cheering on the Cards as they are bearing the cold and the winter elements here. Right now it's 24-13 with just over 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter. We'll have live updates as the game progresses, but for now, live from Schumann Stadium, Blake Dahlier, NewsLink.
Thank you, Blake. Maybe stay warm out there. Maybe go grab some hot chocolate or something. The Cardinals will return next Wednesday hosting Northern Illinois. The Ball State women's swim team is off to a strong start this season, going 2-0, but how long of a season they have remains to be seen. The ladies beat Eastern Illinois on Friday and beat MAC Conference rival Bowling Green on Saturday. These two meets plus the MAC Conference Championships are the only meets on the schedule at this time, but this has not stopped the team as they continue to prepare for whatever may be thrown their way next.
We're going to focus on just getting better every day, no matter who we're against. We're going to take advantage of every opportunity we get to race. And I don't know if that's going to be 3 meets or 8 meets, but if they give us a chance, we're going to show up and we're going to be ready to go.
Come back tomorrow evening to find out which of the swimmers won MAC Conference Swimmer of the Week. From the pool to the hardwood, Ball State men's basketball team is picking up 2 new prospects. The Cardinals will be adding Peyton Sparks, senior forward from Winchester, Indiana, and Jalen Sellers, senior from Columbus, Georgia, but is playing in Montgomery, Alabama. Sparks bringing his post play and rebounding, and Sellers bringing his 3-point shot and work ethic, are giving the future of the program a bright path to another MAC championship. Sparks and Sellers are excited and can't wait to bring their talents to Muncie next season. How exciting is it, guys, knowing that football is finally back in Muncie after that long wait?
We were certainly waiting for it, and born in Indiana, I have to say, love basketball, so we're looking forward to the season. Thank you so much, Nolan. And we'll have a final check of that weather after the break.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Never gonna let you go. Never gonna let
Just like the rules to surviving Zombieland, there are steps you can take to be prepared for an emergency.
It's the right thing to do.
Talk with your family to make a plan. Look for safe areas to meet up if separated. And stock up on supplies. It's never too early to get prepared, so start now.
Right now?
Right now. You can't predict emergencies, but you can be ready.
You're welcome, America.
Visit ready.gov today to learn more.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right. Because a few hours ago, in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back. Taking one last look at that mid-7-day forecast. Cool and sunny end to the work week, but rain chances return this weekend. Slightly warmer temperatures there before another cold front moves through, dropping the temperatures back down early next week, but slightly warming by the end of the forecast.
All right. Cooler temperatures on the way. Thank you so much, Nathan, and thanks for joining us tonight. We'll be back tomorrow night at 9.